Is RERA a rating agency? RERA, the real estate regulator. Does real estate regulation and promotion is all about promotion and not regulation? After all, RERA has not been a success story. RERA operates in arguably India's most dirty business of real estate. I am Ravi Sinha and I am raising this question because in a couple of states, the RERA had earlier announced to rate and grade the developers with much fanfare. It's a different matter that we had questioned it since beginning as to whether RERA has stood up to the cause for which it was enacted. Whether SEBI or IRDA, the insurance regulator, they rate the companies which it monitors as the regulators. In an ecosystem where RERA has always been in question since the inception due to its inaction, non-execution of its orders, and questionable legal acumen of RERA members, the announcement of RERA rating has always been a matter of its going more for garnering the headlines. RERA has often been labeled as a toothless tiger. And this is something I am not saying. This is in the wake of some of the RERA members across India openly asking for more powers. It seems RERA always wanted to outreach its quasi-judicial powers. Sadly, the RERA Act that talks about regulating and promoting the real estate has more often than not been exercised to promote than regulate. In principle, Section 32F of RERA Act recommends provisions to encourage grading, but then RERA does not have expertise to do the same. And hence, it's no surprise that RERA rating eventually remained only on paper. RERA had earlier said that the idea was to make home buyers take informed decisions, but RERA's own competence with grading is questionable. First, it was UP RERA that announced somewhere in 2020 to rate the developers and the housing projects. They even announced to hire an external agency to do the same. And it is almost 4 years, in fact more than 4 years since then. Nobody has heard anything about it. An external rating agency, which otherwise also does financial rating of the developers, is anyway not a mechanism which should be perceived as objective. I am only talking about the conflict of interest here. There is more to it. Does a financial rating agency have the bandwidth to do a comprehensive rating of the developers beyond the financial capability of that given developer? Now the Maharashtra RERA has publicly announced to put grading of developers on hold. This is in the backdrop. Why Maharashtra RERA announced it? This is in the backdrop that the Bombay High Court, during an inquiry last year in a case related to a stalled Mumbai real estate market, had asked the state government whether Maharashtra RERA could rate or classify developers to ensure that buyers make informed decisions. The fact of the matter is that rating is a very specialized area, whether it be financial rating by the specialist agencies or the brand rating by Track to Realty. We do brand rating and we understand the challenges of brand rating in this part of the world. The developers are not forthcoming in sharing their data. There is always reluctance or denial, and we go by whatever information is available in the public domain, followed by home buyers and consumers' experiences about the given brands. But RERA members, in their own fancy thought, believe that they are specialists for comprehensive rating, including technical, financial, legal, and project overview. It was said that grading will help the buyers and breach trust deficit as they can take informed decision. But real estate is a complex business and it operates on sell and build model. It's not like build and sell. You don't create a product and then sell. You first sell and then create a product. Empirical evidences hardly lead to a balanced overview. Even with the best of intentions of the clients, the lawyers who are hired to do due diligence, they often fail. How could one anticipate the future challenges to the developer and his projects? Construction life cycle is for 4 to 5 years at least. All that a lawyer can do is to cross check the land title and approvals to start the project. They also fail because nobody can anticipate the future challenge. And to rate a delivered project, suppose RERA or somebody is rating a delivered project, then it does not add value to the buyers. Rating or grading of developers and the projects would only make sense when the regulator first creates an honest ecosystem through regulation. Has that happened? We all know the answer. The top priority of RERA should be to ensure that malpractices are eliminated in the business. RERA should also ensure that its orders are executed. Its orders must be executed in letter and spirit first. Multiple complaints from buyers go unheard before RERA. And in cases where there are favorable orders, buyers have to run from pillar to post to get them executed. Just to throw some statistics that we have solved these many cases does not lend credibility to RERA. You have just given judgments. Have you followed it up? Had those judgments been honored? Problem is that in the business of real estate, there is no entry barrier at any given level. For example, can you open a bank account today without fulfilling the RBI's criteria of net worth and other legal requirements? But you can become a builder overnight. Is real estate like a mom and pop store in the neighborhood? Then everybody is a broker in the business of real estate. Even I have seen at the project site that the drivers of the developers are brokers. And RERA has thus far not ensured that only RERA registered brokers are there in the business. Till the time home buyers get the justice through RERA, either with delay penalty or refund without home buyers getting the feeling that RERA is proving to be another window of lengthy litigation, such moral overreach would not add value to RERA. RERA is going to complete 8 years in next year, 2025, and it's high time that RERA first creates an honest and transparent ecosystem